Why am I here?
I am not a trophy wife!
Tell me, does this town need you to survive?
You come to me when she has a phone?
There's no way to talk about my girlfriend!
This is Cassie and Florence we're talking about. We need to prepare for everything.
Steal one from someone's front drive.
Florence is happy to see her mother. Whoop-de-doo.
And now on GWS, we present The Aftermath, written by Mark Elwood, with support from Children's World Youth Committee, Starlite, Taking the Space, and more organisations. Episode 15, The Revelation.
Aren't there meant to be people here?
There's meant to be.
Fan out, see what we can find.
Anything? Nothing. There has to be people.
Nothing over here.
Cassidy, didn't you say you found a foxhole on the way in?
I never said someone had been there.
Nothing to indicate it?
The only thing remotely close was a candle that had been dormant for hours.
You said we weren't alone.
That was an assumption.
Could have sworn people were here.
There's no reason they would have left.
What do we do now?
You don't move. What business do you bring?
Nothing violent, we promise.
You three, what are your intentions?
Don't you mean 4?
I would, if I didn't know that one.
Cass? How does he know you?
I don't know. I've only remembered bits so far.
Look, we don't mean any hostility. Can we come in and talk?
Head inside. We talk there.
At least we have life.
Someone who knows you, no less.
This settlement, as I'm sure you know, has stood its time against the outside world. But something really puzzles me, and that's how and why you're here.
We needed somewhere safe, somewhere we could finish something.
Finish something? Berney Arms is a start for many people, especially those who have come from far and wide.
Then allow us to spend some time to find a cure for this plague.
That plague has done nothing but make these people paranoid.
All the more reason to give us the time needed to make it.
We are not scientists.
But I am.
Can we at least have some accommodation? Yeah? Someone to get clean and fed?
Tanya,
Yes, Fred?
show these three to some housing.
And what of me?
I desire a word.
Follow me.
So am I going to be told about how you know me?
I honestly thought you'd never come home.
Come home. So you knew me before the King's Crossfire.
I did. And that day I wept for hours.
So what am I to you?
Something unimaginable.
Wait,
Welcome home, daughter.
Dad?
13 years. Way too long.
Why didn't you come and find me? Where were you?
I tried. Believe me. Once news reached us here, I made for London immediately. I searched every hospital looking for you, and I found nothing. I'd lost the 2 women who meant everything to me. So don't try and say I left you for dead.
I wondered for months if anyone would come for me. Instead, I had to be moulded into this.
Avery.
It's Cassidy. But in all honesty, I'm starting to warm to that name again.
Cassidy. Then, I cannot tell you how sorry I am.
It's been 13 years. I don't hold grudges that long.
That's a relief. I'm just glad you're still alive.
We almost weren't.
That hunter mentioned about finishing something. Do you have a cure for this disease?
I've been working on it for years. But now I'm so close. I just need time to work out the final part of the formula.
We haven't got much, but we'll help how we can.
Do you have any ethanol and morphine?
Morphine we have in the medical room. Ethanol may be a little more tricky.
I've got enough for 1 trial. 2 at a thin stretch.
I'll see if our scavengers can get anything from Yarmouth.
Thanks, Dad.
Here's your stay. It's not much, but you have everything you need.
Thanks, Tanya.
Any time.
Before you go, what's it like here?
Peaceful. Nothing much but the sound of the river to send you off to sleep.
Sounds calming.
Certainly better than Norfolk, Yarmouth, pretty much anywhere.
So how did you end up here?
I used to live in Great Yarmouth, not too far east of here, but when the infection began I fled. Reached Burr Castle and managed to find my way across here. Fred took me in and I've never looked back.
Sounds a lot different than our story.
Does it?
Cass and I fled Oxford after a disagreement with our superiors. We made for Denham to get help, which is where we found Lydia and Mav. The goal was always to get here as Mav grew up here along with Cassidy.
I remember Fred talking about his daughter, but wasn't it Avery?
It was, before Olivia found Cass and made her into her best scientist.
Sounds awful.
At least she found me. Or I found her? I don't remember who found who, it's been 6 years.
So long as you're happy.
Couldn't be better.
She looks like she's finally relaxing.
First time in 4 days. Technically a week.
Best talk to her, see how she's doing.
I'll get settled. And then I'll see her.
It's nowhere near like home here.
Tell me about it. Everything in one room.
Good thing we all have our own.
Love to see what Cassidy thinks of hers.
I'm guessing she'll be doing some renovation to allow for her laboratory space. And maybe a firing range.
A firing range would be nice.
Maybe an answer to why this man knows her?
I have a suspicion. But nothing solid.
Family?
I recognise the face. It might be her father.
Just have to ask her.
Well, why not now? She's over there.
Doesn't it feel a bit rushed? Like she's healing from something.
If we don't talk now, we never will.
You asked the question, though.
Oh, pleasure indeed. Was that your father?
Wow, Mav. Way to be empathetic. Pillock.
Hey, remember who you're talking to.
Yes, it was my dad.
See? Sometimes subtlety isn't required.
It would have been nice, though.
Did everything go okay?
Blamed him on my 11th birthday. For a lot of things. 12 years later, I wish I hadn't. And instead blamed Olivia.
I would have done the same. If it makes you feel any better.
Now you have different reasons. You can spend your 24th playing target practice with cutouts of Desmond's face.
I can think of a few other things to do before taking your rage out on him.
Like coffee?
Oh, I forgot you had a crippling addiction to that. When was the last time you had a cup of it?
The afternoon before the night we left Oxford. I'm surprised you haven't gone loopy yet.
I'm feeling the withdrawal coming on.
Let's hope they have some sort of coffee machine.
Fred made sure I've got all I need, or most of it, to finish my work. Hopefully we are but days away from finding a cure to BPI 57.
Soon. The world will be safe.
What do you two do when that's found?
I have no doubt you'll return to being a doctor.
Saving lives is a never-ending struggle.
And what are you? Where does the great Cass go?
I'll have to find the answer after we get this problem solved.
We get a phone signal here?
It's Dad.
Brian?
I haven't heard from him in days.
Put it on speaker.
Hi, Dad. It's been a while. How's things with you and Desmond?
Brian is occupied at the moment. Can I take a message?
Occupied? How?
In prayer.
He's never been a praying man. Try again.
Oh, he is praying, all right. Praying I don't pull this trigger.
I haven't got anything to say, Desmond. I don't know where they...
Quiet, you.
You've no right to do this. Let him go.
Not without you telling me where Cass and Flo are.
And why should I do that?
That's the only thing keeping me from pulling the trigger.
You're insane! Lunatic!
I'd watch your tone, else you end up one less person on your team.
Let me speak to him.
You have a few seconds.
Lydia!
Dad!
They've been trying to get me to remake Cassidy's cure, but I refuse.
Where are you?
Oxford, Cassidy's old lab.
We're safe. Cassidy's at work. We'll be able to come collect you soon.
I doubt I'll be alive any longer than that.
Time's up. Last chance.
Wait, let me speak to him.
Cass. A pleasant surprise.
Feelings mutual.
I'm sure you understand the gravity of this situation.
How can I not?
I'm going to ask you one...
Desmond, listen. This feud is between you, me, Florence, and Olivia. No one else. I know you're a smart man. So You're probably tracking this call anyway. We can meet somewhere neutral and talk this out, but we are not going to jeopardize the integrity of this settlement just for Olivia's gain. Please, spare Brian's life and focus everything on finding Florence and I.
Oh, Cassidy. Always been one to talk. But never one to save people.
No! No!
See you soon.
It can't be.
Maniac!
No.
Hey, no. It's okay.
Cass! Cass!
Cassidy? Cassidy!
What's happened? Just
Your fault, Jess!
Hey, move!
Breathe.
Desmond just killed Brian.